Peabody.
Hi, my name is Robert Bradford.
And my name is Travis Godberson. We're with Concordia University of Wisconsin. We're Masters of Occupational Therapy students. Today we're going to be reviewing and administering the Peabody Developmental Motor Scale 2. The Peabody Developmental Motor Scale assesses the motor ability of children between 0 and 6 years of age. This test was normalized with around 2,000 children in 46 states and 1 Canadian province. This test is split between gross motor assessment and fine motor assessment. Within the gross motor assessment, the first subtest is reflexes. Reflexes is an 8-item subtest that tests the automatic reactions to an environment. This subtest is completed with 0 to 11 years of age. The second subtest within the gross motor assessment is the stationary subtest. This subtest is a 30-item test that tests the child's control of body and equilibrium of all ages, 0 to 6. The third subtest within the gross motor assessment is locomotion. Locomotion is an 89-item test that tests the child's ability to move from one place to another, crawling, running, jumping. This test is completed with all ages. Object manipulation is the fourth subtest of gross motor assessment. This is a 24-item test, ability to manipulate balls, kick, catch, and throw. This subtest is completed with individuals from 1 year to 6 years of age. These are the 4 subtests in the gross motor assessment. The second portion of the Peabody is the fine motor assessment. The first subtest in the fine motor assessment is grasping. This is a 26-item test that measures the use of the hand from one hand to the individual fingers. This is completed with all ages 0 to 6. The second subtest in the fine motor assessment is a visual motor test. This test is a 72-item test that measures the visual perception and hand-eye coordination, like reaching, grasping, and tracking.
The reliability of all 6 subtests have a coefficient alpha between the ranges of 0.89 and 0.96, which indicate a very good to excellent reliability rating. Validity was determined by comparing results of the PDMS-2 to the original Peabody, as well as comparing it to the Mullen Scales of Early Learning, the AGS edition. Additional validity testing between various ethnicity and age groups were also performed. The PDMS-2 was determined to be a valid measure of motor ability.
Furthermore, we did additional research on the Peabody for validity and reliability. We found that the movement assessment battery test for children, when it was compared with the Peabody 2, convergent validity of 0.76 was found, which means that it was pretty good. The early intervention developmental profile was compared with the Peabody 2, and a correlation of 0.91 with low probability was found, which means that it was an excellent correlation. Retest reliability ranged from 0.88 to 1.0, and another test found that the retest reliability was at 0.84 and inter-rater reliability was 0.99 for the fine motor portion of the Peabody.
Listed on the screen here are the items included with the Peabody and items that need to be obtained prior to administering the Peabody. Also included with the Peabody that is not listed on the screen are Guide to Item Administration, Examiner's Manual, Motor Activities Program, and scoring sheets. We're going to briefly go over recommendations for administration. First off, let's look at a location. Any location can be used from outside in a hallway or classroom. We just look to minimize distractions. If needed, a caregiver or a parent can be present. Some children can be shy, and this can be utilized by an administrator. Also, you want enough room to perform the test. You'll have some of the gross motor portions where you're jumping and walking around as well. We want to avoid shadows from casting onto the scoring sheet or where the child is making marks when he's writing. Furthermore, let's go into recommended setup, which the child may sit on a caregiver or the administrator's lap at a certain age, as well if the child can be seated. but we recommend the feet to be flat on the floor. You can use a stool or a booster kind of stool underneath the child's feet so their feet are flat. Also, we prefer to have the child at a child-sized table, and materials need to be ready but out of sight of the child. Lastly, we're going to cover possible modifications needed for individuals with higher needs. We suggest to make well-documented notes on the examiner's record book and try to follow the scoring criteria as closely as possible.
And these were the references that we used.
For this second portion of the Peabody overview, we are going to be discussing the scoring. Scoring is important for any assessment.
Scoring for the Peabody is done on a 0 to 2 ordinal scale. 2 being mastery of the skill, and 0 being no performance at all of the skill. Now please turn to page 24 of the examiner's booklet. We're going to be assessing visual motor capabilities starting at item number 40.
Say the child scores a 2 on item number 40. Scores another 2 on item number 41. And he scores another 2 on item 42. As you continue, the child scores a 1 on item 43, a 1 on item 44, and a 1 on item 45. The child continues then at item 46, 47, and 48 to score 3 consecutive zeros. To score this, first you want to establish your basal level. Basal level is established with the 3 consecutive 2s that the child scores. So these are the 3 consecutive 2s that the child scores on 41. These are the 3 consecutive 2s that the child scores on item 40, 41, and 42. This would be your basal level. Then you want to establish your ceiling level. The ceiling level is when the child scores 3 consecutive zeros in a row. That would be between item 48, 47, and 46. This is your ceiling level. Now to score. Any items 42, 41, and 40 below item 42, or the basal level, are all scored on 2. So item 42, 41, 40, and item 39, and so on would all be 2. The child then would receive 43, he would receive a 1, and on item 44 he would receive a 1, and 45 he would receive a 1. From 46, 47, 48, and so on, he would continue to receive 0 points. So this child here would receive 84, 2 points, 85, 86, and 87. The raw score for this child would be 87.
A raw score of 87 does not indicate a child's true functional ability. To do so, we must turn to the back of the examiner's manual to convert raw scores into standardized scores, percentiles, and age equivalencies. And this concludes the scoring of the Peabody.
Yeah!
The fine and gross motor quotients can be calculated from the standardized scores. Those quotients can be used to determine an overall percentage for gross and fine motor, and can also be calculated into a total motor quotient and can give you a total motor percentage for a child.
For this portion of the video, we're going to be covering the gross motor portion of the Peabody assessment. The gross motor portion or fine motor portion usually takes around 25 to 30 minutes. Also, the examiner's manual states that the whole test or assessment itself will take 45 to 60 minutes. We recommend that you get comfortable with the child doing some warm-up activities and things of that nature to develop a trust between the therapist and the child being assessed.
At times, a physical therapist will do the gross motor portion of the Peabody. However, OTs can also administrate the gross motor portion. Today, we're just going to show little clips of each subtest, starting with the stationary subtest at item number 29, because we're going to assume Travis is going to be the child, and he's going to be age 56 months.
Sounds good, Rob.
Okay. I'm now going to demonstrate the stationary portion of the gross motor test. Okay, Travis, you ready?
Yeah.
Okay. Watch what I'm doing. You watching? Okay. All right. Hold your hands over your head and stand on your tiptoes like I did. Go on. Okay, relax. Good job. Okay, how was that? Good?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Watch what I'm doing. Put your hands on your hips and stand on each foot like I did. Do 1 foot at a time. Okay, I'm going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, all right, do the other foot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We would continually demonstrate this test, but what we're trying to display is that he couldn't actually fulfill the amount of time required. So now we're going to work backwards. We're going to administer it 3 times. Okay, Travis, put your hands on your hips and stand on 1 foot like I did. 4, 5, 6. Okay, you can relax. All right, this is just like the other one. Hold your hands over your head and stand on your tiptoes like that. Okay, good job. We're now going to demonstrate the locomotion test for the gross motor portion. All right, watch what I'm doing. Okay, put your hands on your hips and walk backward like I did. Good job. Okay, you ready?
Yeah.
Okay. Jump like I did. Okay, good job. We're just going to show those 2 items. So clearly he got 2s on both of them. You would continue on until you create your ceiling level, and then you would work downward. Okay, we're now going to perform 2 of the tests within the object manipulation subtest for the gross motor. Travis, you ready?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, throw the ball as far as you can. Good job. All right, you ready for the next one?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Throw the ball and hit the target like I did. Throw the ball and hit the target like I did. Perfect. Good job. Okay, so we would continue on, again, moving up the level to getting to Travis's basal level, and then continuing on to the ceiling level. But we're just showing you a couple of them.
The next portion of the Peabody we'll be administering is the fine motor portion. Keep in mind during the video, some of the standardized language was adjusted so the child could understand, as well as some of the activities were adjusted as well. This should be documented thoroughly when scoring for the child. Alright. You want to keep that card? Alright, let's put it over here. We got more color to do, yeah? You ready? Grab your favorite marker. Have some fun. Grab your favorite marker. Which marker do you like? Going green. Going green. Matt, can you hand me the other markers? You're so helpful. Can you hand me the box? Look at you go, man. Thank you. All right. Can I see the marker? at me or with me? Say with me. Great? All right. Can you make a mark? Can you make a mark? Okay. Can you make a bigger mark? Okay. Let me see it. All right. You make a mark. Okay. Can I see the marker? Thank you, kind sir. Let's see here. Whoa! Where'd that come from? That's kind of cool, huh? Jeez. Can you unbutton as fast as you can? You're a hard worker, huh? Yeah. All right. Can you unbutton and button one as fast as you can? Just one. Unbutton. Can you make a mark? Can you draw a picture for me? Very nice. Can you put the cap on for me? Thank you, sir. Ooh. Can you watch? Can you do that? One more time. Touch like I did as fast as you can. So good, so good. You want to keep going? All right. You want to turn the page for me? Right. Don't you crowd me now. Oh, I see. Green marker? Yeah. Okay. Draw lines just like these that cross in the middle. Put the food in the bottle as fast as you can. Put one at a time. Draw on this line, try to stay right on the line. Draw a square. Cut out the circle along the lines. Thank you, sir. Can you make the stairs like I did? Build the steps like I did. Draw a straight line from one dot to the other dot. Thank you. Cut out the square along the lines. Thank you. Build one like mine. Fold your paper to look like this one. Color only between the lines. Color. Color only between the lines. Can you color only between the lines? Fold your paper like this one. Good job. Was that fun? Yeah.